Welcome, comrade steroid users, to Geek Salad's Retro Movie Reviews from the Geek Salad Podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike.
We must break you. And tonight, we have a very special guest. We've got one of Mike's coworkers, Eric, joining us for the very first time. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So we are continuing on our conversation of the Rocky sequels. As you can guess, because you clicked on this, we are talking about Rocky 4.
Oh, yeah.
The movie that my mother came damn close to getting us kicked out of. So the story goes, if you haven't heard this story, Mike's heard this story about 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But towards the end of the movie, when the Russian audience starts chanting for Rocky, and it's getting louder and louder, my mother, who at the time was a junior high social sciences teacher in the mid-'80s, during the height of the Cold War.
Oh, yeah.
Without any filter at all, yells out, "This is bullshit."
Yeah.
An usher came down and asked us to be quiet or else we would be asked to leave.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, your mother was like that, yeah.
Yeah. My mother is definitely a no filter kind of gal. So let me ask you both a question. I'm going to start with you, Eric. When was the first time you saw Rocky 4?
In the theaters, 1985.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
I was
Same
the
here.
prime market for that movie. I was a 16-year-old male high school kid.
Yep. Oh yeah. Mike, how about you?
VHS.
VHS. Okay.
That would have been a rental.
Yep.
That was during the time when my family didn't really go to the movie theaters all that often.
I gotcha. Yeah, I remember this being like a big rental.
Yeah.
It's interesting too, because when you consider its subject matter and you consider what Stallone movie came out the year before, Rambo: First Blood Part 2.
Oh yeah.
That it really does. They both have very, very USA themes going on there. Just handling it in very different ways.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For a bit while watching this movie, I was like, this is Rocky 4, not Footloose 2, right? Because this was basically like an hour Rocky movie and then a half hour of music videos.
Yeah. Don't forget, this was the height of MTV. They were hand-in-hand, movies and MTV.
That's true. And I was joking with Mike last night as he was watching it, that, you can forget about all the Cold War stuff. What really dates this movie is the fact that there's a full-blown music video
Yeah.
in the middle of this movie, which...
And the sad thing is, like, as you keep watching, that's not the last one.
No,
there's a ton, and it's not just like the regular montages like we get in all the Rocky movies.
They were basically like, hey, you know what people really loved about Rocky 3? That Eye of the Tiger montage. Let's do it again and again and again and again.
Get that band back. What do you mean their lead singer left? What do you mean they have a new lead singer?
Yeah, if Stallone finds something that works, he uses it over and over and over.
Which also explains why his brother keeps showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mike, where's our Frank sighting in this movie?
I missed him.
I think I missed him too, but by this point, Far From Over had already been released.
Yeah.
So maybe he just didn't need Sly anymore.
Eric, do you know where Frank was in this one?
I checked. I couldn't find him. I found him on the soundtrack of Rocky 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yes. Because he told his mom on him. But no, nothing in Rocky 4 I couldn't find.
Interesting. This movie is I think the most music forward of all the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
I mean, the first two you're really kind of just, it's the Bill Conti score.
Right.
And then with Rocky 3, it's Eye of the Tiger. And then with this one, there are so many songs in here. It's not just Burning Heart. It's Hearts on Fire. And it's No Easy Way Out. And
don't forget Living in America.
Living in America. Oh my God. All right. I have thoughts about that entire scene, but I'm going to hold off.
I'm kind of surprised that they I don't recall if I heard the Gotta Fly Now Bill Conti
wasn't in there. Wow. It wasn't in there. There's a lot of like things that are not in this movie. Also, this is the last movie that Stallone directs until Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Now, Eric brought up Living in America. We got to talk about the big Apollo Creed scene because I was telling Mike last night, I feel like the subtitle of this movie was Apollo Creed Learned Nothing. It's like you not only you've aged out of the system here. You know that your best days are going to be behind you, and it's great to want, but when you've got like this walking, statue of borscht and vodka and steroids, and you're gonna jib a jab with him and do the same thing that he did with Rocky in the first two movies, where he's making it a show, and realistically, it's like, he kind of got what was coming to you here. He beat you to death.
I thought the same thing of how arrogant he was in the first movie. You would think he wouldn't do that again.
You would think.
It was such a spectacle. Yeah.
Especially after 3.
Yeah.
I feel like, and we discussed this last week, that 3, this is his moment to really redefine himself. And he does. He redefines himself as a trainer, someone who can take somebody and make them a different style of fighter. And all he wanted in return was just to have that one-on-one, without the cameras, without the crowds, just the one-on-one between the two of them. And that realistically should have been enough. But
here's why. Mike and I talked about this before. With Apollo's ego, there's no way in hell he would have stopped after 2. Like, you know what I mean? Like in most great fights or trilogies anyways, I wish they would have thrown in a line of dialogue like, my wife made me quit, she was worried about me, or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The other thing too, we don't know, did he continue boxing after Rocky 2?
You would think that if he did, he would be prominent in the other, promoters would be throwing cash at them for a third one.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have a franchise, and you have to have different villains. So
yeah. That is the thing, is like especially like Rocky 1 and Rocky 3, it's not about the fight. It's more about even Rocky 2. It's more about, can Rocky, like, can he become something more than what he is?
Yeah.
Can he learn from his mistakes? Can he learn from his past and kind of strive to be better? This one, it's all about the fight. Rocky has no real growth from beginning to end. The physical growth, from all his training.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But there's no emotion, there's no character growth. It's just, can he beat Drago?
Right.
There's no, it felt like a missed opportunity.
I agree. I feel like there was. No, first of all, the other weird thing about this movie, when I pulled it up on Netflix, I'm like, there's no way this movie is 90 minutes long.
Yeah.
In fact, there's an entire section of Netflix that says 90-minute movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all right, and I'm just going to put this out here. I have not seen the Rocky versus Drago director's cut, so I can't speak to it.
I wanted to watch it. It is available for rental on Amazon for like $3.
Yeah.
I wanted to try and get to it, but just everything kind of came at me at once, so I couldn't get to it.
It happens.
Yeah. Have you managed to see it, Eric?
No. I was upset the robot got taken out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That being said, what is the point of the robot?
Oh, okay. I've got my theory on that. But I will say, one thing I heard about the director's cut is that they were so eager to cut out the robot that there were scenes of Rocky and his son that got cut.
Yeah, because the robot's in the background.
The robot's in the background, exactly.
It was something about, it was his son's favorite possession or something, because he gave, I guess, his son the robot after the movie.
Oh.
And it was just too difficult for him to have it again. That's just what I've researched.
Right.
So he was a grieving father when he did it, but the fan base was really missing the robot.
Oh, that robot is...
And it was AI, and it's 1985, and it was like conversing with him. Like, that thing would have cost $22 million.
I have so many questions about that.
1985.
First of all, again, something that horrifically dates this movie.
Mm.
It's just one of those things that, like, robots are going to rule the future. This movie's evergreen now.
Realistically, the robot serves absolutely no purpose in this movie.
The only purpose that it serves is that, and it's honestly one of the few characters in this movie that actually has any, like, character development because it falls in love with Polly, because somehow, where does Polly get off, like, reprogramming this thing? How did he do that?
Yeah.
How is Polly smart enough to do that?
Yeah. It was cool seeing a robot, though, at 15, 16 years old. Like, that's a cool robot.
I was thinking about this, like, when Rocky actually goes to Russia and Paulie goes with him. I mean, Duke, I get it because Duke's his trainer. Why did Paulie go? Because if Rocky or Duke goes missing, that's an international incident. If Paulie goes missing, who?
Yeah.
Who? There's KGB guys watching him, so yeah, they could easily whack Paulie, and I don't think anybody would care.
Yeah, Paulie is very, very lucky his sister went with Rocky, because that was a ticket to just get taken care of your whole life.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And he's the only one. I mean, he survives into Rocky Balboa, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, don't they have like a tombstone form in Creed? Or
They
Creed
do,
2?
because I think he had died. He had died by that point.
Yeah,
Burt Young had died by that point.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We won't know till next week when we do Creed. Spoilers, everyone. We're skipping. Yeah, we're skipping Rocky 5 and Balboa.
Yeah.
I just have to, because there is no world that will let me believe that a 65-year-old man can stand toe-to-toe in a boxing ring with the heavyweight champion of the world.
They do something, no spoilers, to even the odds.
Yes, it's been an age since I've seen Balboa.
Yeah.
So
you've seen it.
I have seen it. Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about at the end, where you got, they do something to try to even it out. Okay, you're 60, but this guy, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
This guy has meat eater. This guy's got cinder blocks for hands.
Yeah.
You've got bad knees.
And in fairness, I think Creed follows up this movie better than Rocky 5 does.
Actually, funnily enough, Creed 2.
Yes, Creed 2 follows it even better.
Yeah.
Direct sequel.
Creed 2 is a direct sequel to 4.
To this, yeah. I haven't seen. I didn't even know about that until I started watching these kind of like recaps of all the different Rocky and Creed movies, and I'm like, well, what? Although I might have to watch that now.
Yeah, no, that was excellent. With the Creed movies, I thought 2 and 3 were. I liked each one better and better.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I have. It's been a while since I've seen Creed, so I'm looking forward to rewatching that. But I'm definitely going to watch the other two now. Mainly because I have nothing but respect for Michael B. Jordan, so I'm looking forward to that. But back to Rocky 4. I do love the juxtaposition of the two training regimens. It's like Rocky's running through the Russian woods, which, by the way, is Wisconsin. Who could tell?
Not Siberia.
Yeah, not Siberia. Well, I saw the filming locations. I saw Vancouver was one of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, they did it in Vancouver. No, it was in Wisconsin. Really? But he's hauling wood and he's building strength, and he's doing all the stuff that realistically only the nostalgia for love of this movie would have to do all that heavy lifting. And then they cut to Drago's regimen, which is like all it's like it's so high tech and it's not at the same time.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or do you get what I'm saying with that?
Yeah.
That it's
Yeah.
like
It looks high tech for 1985. Yeah.
they're measuring punches, and he's doing all this stuff, which essentially is just Nautilus.
Yeah.
He's doing Nautilus.
Yeah.
Oh, and steroids.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of steroids.
Oh my god. Well, it's funny too because me, never taken a steroid in my life, but I know that's not where you put the needle.
Wait, didn't you do steroids when you had the injury?
No, I have asthma, so I've taken oral steroids.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but I've never had to inject steroids into my ass, which is where they are supposed to go, and not in the back of the shoulder.
You can't really.
No wonder he lost. They did it wrong.
It was,
So, and here's another thing too, and I'm not trying to question the training methods or anything like that, because I know that they do consult boxers on these training regimens and whatnot.
And I mean, the actor that played Duke, he was a professional boxer.
Yeah, exactly.
Burt Young also. Look at pictures of Burt
Young,
Pauly. When he was young, guy looks nothing like he does now.
All the guys that age used to box. That's how they, they're all in the army. It was like, what do you do? I'm gonna box. But I just feel like all Drago and Stallone, Rocky were doing was strength training. There were like little illusions here and there of having to work on dexterity and agility and being able to dodge stuff, but for the most part it was just like how much weight can you, and I don't know, I understand you get the power of the punch, you need a lot of power behind that punch, but that thickens you up so much that I don't know if that's an effective training method for boxing. In
fairness though, against someone like Apollo and against Clubber, you would need the dexterity, you would need the agility and all that. Right. Drago, he is not chasing you around the ring. He is just walking up to you and punching the hell out of you. So I think for this fight, strength training actually worked best. Okay. Yeah. And again, I'm not going to question. I feel like if there's any accuracy at all in this movie, that's where it is. It's it's in that type of training regimen. It just seems weird to me because I know most boxers are not built like that. Even Mike Tyson, who was a bulldog, was, he wasn't like Drago jacked. Yeah. Even at the height of when he was world champion. But yeah, I mean, I have a lot of respect for I can't remember the actor's name. Oh my God.
Which one?
Dolph Lundgren?
Oh, Lundgren?
Yes. Yeah. I have a lot of respect for Dolph Lundgren. He is, for one, he is a genius. Yeah. Eric, didn't he have a doctorate or something?
Yeah, he had some Swedish Academy of Science. He's a legit. He's got a doctorate. Yeah. And a professional kickboxer also.
Yeah. So, yeah. I have a lot of respect for him. I think he actually seems like one of the nicest guys in reality in real life.
One of the problems when they were casting was he was originally cast aside because it looked too ridiculous. Mm. But then that's what Stallone wanted and it worked. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wish they'd give him, because he was, they wanted a blank slate. They got a blank slate, but there really wasn't much to him until at the very, very end when he throws his trainer. Yeah. He's like, I fight for me. He's like, okay. Yeah. I wanted more of that.
There's a book that was released a few years ago, and it's canon, and it tells you what happened to Drago, and it kind of goes into and yeah, obviously the government was not happy with him,
Yeah.
and they intentionally derailed his career. So I like that we know what happened to one of the villains. Like another thing, that book when Clubber Lang ended up going to prison. That's why we didn't see much of him anymore.
Oh.
Okay, because I had also heard that he became a born again Christian and became a fight commentator.
Oh, okay. Well, that's maybe he found that in prison.
Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, the Apollo thing always bothered me. Like there would have been a trilogy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That would have been guaranteed multi-million dollars, even in the 80s.
And considering too how long Rocky had been champion at that point.
Yes.
You don't even get a rematch.
I know. You know what's interesting too is it's unclear what Rocky's status was at Rocky 4. I mean, he's older, and remember in Rocky 3 he basically retires, and then Clubber Lang draws him out for that one fight. So you would think, now it's the time to retire, and then years go by, and is he still fighting? He doesn't look.
He's still champion of the world. He is still, and they have to make a point in the
he has to give up the belt.
That this is an exhibition match. This is not for the world heavyweight title.
Yeah, doesn't he have to give up the belt in order to go do an unsanctioned match in Russia?
No.
Oh, I thought
he just wasn't on the line. The belt's not contested.
Okay.
The interesting thing is, though, and this is what I remember from Rocky 5, is that he will have to vacate that belt because he is suffering from health issues at that point. They do show, and this is something you can appreciate about Rocky 5, is that it shows the repercussions getting punched in the head that many times.
Yeah.
You mean like his injured eye that magically gets better?
The one thing that drove me nuts about this movie, and Eric, Mike, the very opening. I know that we're used to getting that last couple of seconds of the previous match.
Yeah, I skipped the first 3.5 minutes because I just seen them last week.
And then you don't even cut from the end of the match, Joe Adrian, all that fun stuff into the current thing. They go right into the final scene of Rocky 3. It's I watched this. This movie's only 90 minutes long, and I'm already watching 1/18 of this movie is a scene from the last movie.
Yeah, Rocky 4 feels short. When you watch it. Yeah.
Look at the run times. The last 3 run about 2 hours long each.
Yeah, and I believe it's the highest grossing of the.
4 is the highest grossing of these movies, though.
Yeah. Oh.
That makes a lot of sense. Especially
go ahead.
Well, if you make a shorter movie, that usually means that you can have more showings in theaters.
Yeah.
So you make a little bit more money that way.
This was also not a summer release either. This was a winter release.
Thanksgiving, I believe, somewhere, right?
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving. Yeah. So,
well, I was telling Mike, and he's heard the story many times, the trailer for that, I'll never forget watching the trailer. And me and my buddy, I want to say it was Die Hard 2 we went to see. And this was before the internet when you didn't know what was coming out. And there weren't 4, 5, 6 sequels generally, So we didn't know. All of a sudden you see this, huge boxer and he's talking in his thick accent. Like, who the heck is this guy? What's going on? Then the second he says, I want to fight Rocky Balboa, the whole theater just erupts. And it was just a trailer.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
I remember, so the last time I think I saw this movie prior to this current watch was on the USA Network.
Oh, wow.
And I was I haven't watched this movie in forever, so I started watching it. And what they did was every time they would come back from a commercial, they would show that thing at the very beginning with the 2 fists.
Yeah.
And then they punch.
Yeah, the American.
Problem when you watch that repeatedly, when you're watching it, you will see that the Russian fist falls off of its armature.
Okay.
And I think it's so fast you don't notice it unless you know to look for it now. But when they hit, and I don't think I don't think that was intentional. I don't think it was, well, this fist is stronger than this fist. It just, they hit and the thing just broke. They're like, okay, well, Smoke's already up. No one's going to see that. Eagle-eyed viewers, no.
You know what this movie probably would be best watched is if you're a little bit chemically altered.
Yeah.
Either alcohol or whatever you will.
Well, yeah, whatever. Hey, I'm not going to harsh anybody's buzz. I don't know.
But it seems like this would be a lot more fun if you weren't trying to think too much about it.
This is definitely a Bud Light and hot dogs type of movie. Especially because Mike knows how I get, so it would be like if I had a couple, if I had tied on a couple before watching this, he would have got a lot more text messages from me that night. What do you mean this is going on? What is this? What is the time difference between Christmas in Russia versus Christmas? This should be morning.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering because when the camera switches back to Rocky Jr. watching it with his friends at home, like what time is it there versus in Russia?
It is a minimum 12-hour difference. I didn't look to see what time is it in Russia right now. Greenwich Mean Time plus whatever. But it just seems like this is evening in both places. Oh, my kid should be in bed right now. Rocky, it's like 10 in the morning. It's Christmas. Actually, no, it'd be the day before. If it were Christmas evening in Russia, it would not yet be Christmas in America.
Yeah.
It is Russia right now. Moscow is 7 hours ahead.
7 hours ahead. Okay, so it would have been noon. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm off my horse now.
Yeah, you got to look at the franchise just as a whole. There's a lot of little gaps like that. You just
yeah. It's just, to me, what's weird about this franchise, now that you mentioned it, Eric, is it's just like it seems like every two movies have like their own theming and their own beats. The first two movies are Rocky coming up from nothing, getting a little taste of something, and then rising to the top.
Very realistic, yeah.
These two movies, the 3 and 4, first of all, are the most 80s movies you could have possibly asked for in a Rocky franchise.
Yeah.
But also, they both seem to have... They're both... I don't want to say they're message films, but they both try to carry themselves with a little more gravitas. This one especially, a little more gravitas than maybe it's earned.
This one more so than any other Rocky movie felt like a superhero movie.
It did. Yes, that is perfect. It's a perfect way of explaining it.
They had to get bigger and better villains every time, and after Drago, they're like, okay, we got to bring this down a little.
Yeah, it's like, I think we went too far.
Tommy Gunn Morrison.
Yeah, a real boxer.
Real boxer. Yeah. Real meathead too, apparently.
Yeah, I think like Rocky 3 kind of like felt almost like a superhero origin movie, and then this was like superhero against super villain. This was This was Superman 2. This was Superman 2. That Rocky 3 was Superman 1.
Yeah,
just coming into his power, fighting just a bald Lex Luthor. This was Superman 2 against another super villain.
Yeah,
he was a super villain.
So.
But
I'm sorry, Eric. Could you guys?
Good.
No, and when you're watching the movie, that's what is so awesome about it. Is he knows how to make a heavyweight champion an underdog in every
exactly.
And it's just brilliant how we're rooting for this. The heavyweight champion of the world is like a 50-1 underdog.
Right. Let's root for this multi-millionaire.
Yeah, right.
Going back to the music, because it wasn't Bill Conti this time; it was Vince DiCola. And when you think about what his next movie is, it makes complete sense.
What is it?
Because his next movie was Transformers the movie.
Perfect.
The animated one. I mean, it's like, the themes from this one sound almost identical to the themes from that one.
Yep.
And not in a bad way. it's still it's the kind of like, oh yeah, you're gonna get pumped, yeah. Go watch Optimus and Megatron fight it out in the duel to the death, much like Rocky and Drago, yeah. It just
You got the touch. So,
oh, that would have been perfect for this movie. Oh wow!
The guy who wrote that didn't write any songs from this.
Oh man, now I want to have the soundtrack from Transformers put into this movie.
Including Dare to Be Stupid.
Well, that would be the training montage.
That would be.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. Well, I think we've said all that needs to be said here. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. Any final thoughts on Rocky IV before we
Just absolute pure bubblegum fun.
Yes.
Turn your brain off. Where Rocky, I think, is a legit great movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one more thing about Rocky IV, Mickey, my favorite character. It was tough watching the first Rocky without Mickey.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
and yeah, I mean, like Carl Weathers is easily the best. The best part of Rocky 3.
When they become friends, that's so awesome, and you want to see that continue. And Stallone has said he has second guessed killing Apollo.
Yeah, you know what they like don't stop no matter what, and then he doesn't throw in the towel until after he's already down. It's like, no, you throw in the towel when Apollo can hate you all he wants.
Right.
He's still alive.
And
right.
Well, with that, the referee should be be fired and have criminal charges, bro.
Oh yeah.
What was the ref doing? You're putting a lot of pressure on Rocky to throw in a towel. If the ref just did his job,
right, exactly.
You know?
Like he's clearly killing him.
Do that for less.
I mean, that's what a ref. I mean, a ref is supposed to save a boxer from himself because most boxers have an ego where they don't quit.
Yeah.
You know?
He felt like more like a wrestling boxer or a wrestling referee. Like,
yeah, what's going on?
Another guy whose nickname is Blind Whatever. You know.
But pure fun. 3 and 4 are just a different category. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
you don't watch those saying, well, the first one won Best Picture, right?
Right. You're right.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I just want to have a little bit of fun. Let's watch Rocky 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. It's crazy too because it's got such a summertime movie vibe, and it was released in Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Boy, that was a good year for him, though. What do you have? Rambo and Rocky.
Rambo was 85 as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wow. I mean, both I think made over 3, and that's 1985 money.
Yeah.
There was a meeting that Schwarzenegger and Stallone talked about in their documentary on Hulu. In 1988, they met in a diner, and they were going to pitch a Rambo vs. Predator movie.
Oh God.
And then I was just thinking, though, every studio would probably be interested in that in 1988.
They're not owned by the same studio. That would never happen.
That was the exact.
There
was each side wanted the bigger chunk of it, and it was,
United Artists
they
and
said
Fox,
that was
they would never work together.
And they were both under contract, but
I just had a thought.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much more money Rocky IV would have made if instead of Dolph Lundgren, they'd gotten Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
If they'd found some way to work out those two egos and made a movie with Arnold and the Sly, Rocky versus Arnold, we might be talking like a $500-600 million movie in the 80s.
Their
egos I do want to point out, not to harsh that buzz too much. Schwarzenegger was not that big of a star then.
Right.
He had Terminator, he had Conan, but he also had a bunch of these clunkers where he's playing, foreign cop getting paired up with people like Jim Belushi. You don't really see Schwarzenegger doesn't really become a mega star until like the late 80s, like with Predator into the early 90s, because he was more willing to do high concept action.
Yeah. Terminator 2, I think flipped it. For a while.
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Yeah, then he Predator. Had a string of but it was always Stallone on top, and then I think Terminator 2 kind of kind of
Yeah.
flip that.
Yeah.
And then Arnold really wanted to do "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot," but
Yeah,
Sly
thank
got in there
Sly
instead.
did.
Attack it in there.
Mom will shoot. For some reason, my mom's with me with a gun.
Well, Eric, it was great.
Yeah, thank you for having me
Thank
on.
you
I'll talk
so
Rocky
much
anytime.
Oh yeah.
for joining us. And also for all of you who don't know, Mike and I host a little podcast called Geek Salad. You can check that out wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get it here on YouTube. We do have an episode coming out soon. It's still in the midst of editing it. It's been a busy week, and
yeah,
I do this, and then we've got Project Hail Mary to watch immediately after this.
My kid just saw that.
It's an amazing movie. I recommend watching it.
Yeah, she enjoyed it.
Quite good. But yeah, so you can check us out here, including all of our stuff here. This being YouTube, thumbs up, subscribe, you know the deal. And also you can follow us on the socials. We are at Geek Salad Podcast on Facebook, and we are at on Blue Sky at Geek Salad Radio. So until next time, I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
And I'm
Go
Eric.
forth. And that's Eric. And go forth and be nerdful. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you.
Thank you.